It's only 7:30 Eastern. This is CNN Headline News on a Wednesday. I'm Robin Meade. Let's get you started with what's been happening today. President Bush has issued another strong warning to Iran to abandon its nuclear weapons plans. He drove home the point during a stop in Germany this morning, less than an hour with its corporate report card. And you know that Wall Street's all ears, so are we. Let's talk to Carrie with more on that. Hi. Investigating allegations that a U.S. soldier raped a female Iraqi soldier. Now, that acknowledgement comes from the Pentagon. A Pentagon official also says the Army investigated a separate allegation of rape, but closed that case due to a lack of evidence. News of the investigations emerged after senators questioned Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld last week. The Senate panel asked him about reports that Iraqi women had been assaulted while in U.S. custody. Rumsfeld said that he didn't know but would find out. Apparently, you have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool the wife of one U.S. soldier. Military police are looking for a man who dressed up in an Army uniform and then tried to tell a Fort Stewart, Georgia woman that her husband was killed in Iraq. Well, right away, the woman noticed the man had on the wrong uniform. She also knew military personnel don't make death notifications alone. Military police are investigating that cruel hoax. There could be some bad news in your mail today. Choice Point has sent out notices to the 145,000 people whose personal information was stolen thanks to a lapse in Choice Point security. So if you find out that you are one of the ID theft victims, what in the world do you do? Personal finance correspondent Jerry Willis has a few tips on that. Morning, Jerry.
Hey there, Rob.
Suing to block a stem cell research institute in California. Last November, voters approved a $3 billion bond to fund research over the next decade. One suit alleges the institute violates state law because it is not governed exclusively by the state government. States' rights and the right to die will meet before the Supreme Court. The Bush administration is challenging the constitutionality of Oregon's assisted suicide law. In 1997, the High Court ruled that states should decide the issue. Later, the Justice Department said that physicians could not prescribe lethal drug doses, but an appeals court rejected that rule. The High Court will hear the administration's appeal this fall. The Supreme Court has rejected a challenge to Alabama's ban on the sale of sex toys. Yesterday, the justices let stand a lower court ruling that allowed the state to police devices that can be sexually stimulating. The appeal was filed by the ACLU, which claimed the law violates consumers' right to sexual privacy.